Oké, hey, hallo allemaal, welkom bij Star Wars The Old Republic. Tweede aflevering van dit setje van opnames. We moeten achter een of ander beest staan. Locate the Beast in the Darkness. Vorige keer ben ik de winnaar van de Great Hunt geworden. Daar Blottus verslagen en dat gozertje op dat vlaggenschip ook. Dus dat komt helemaal goed.
Not just the pretty sidekick, Buster.
Nee, ze is een geweldige sidekick. Zij heeft me wel gewoon eventjes door het meeste heen geholpen. Oh, wauw. Ja, zo dan natuurlijk niet. Zo dan natuurlijk niet. Nee, ik was zo bij letterlijk de aanval. Zo. Ik zal die planten neerhalen. Rip. Oké, mooi. Er is een fucking vijand die denkt die beter is. Wat hij dus duidelijk niet is. Healing is nog niet eens echt nodig in dit gebied. Nou, damage is voor nu eventjes best aangezien heen. Dan wordt tenminste nog wat damage gedaan.
I'm not scared of you.
Jesus. Hier heb ik geen hulp voor nodig. You cannot mount here. Maar ik wil zo graag. Ook waarschijnlijk wordt hij helemaal teruggebracht naar level 18. En ik wil bijna dubbelen. Ik heb wel nu teruggezet op healen, aangezien ik zeker weet dat ik zo meteen op een planeet kom waar het wel weer nodig zal zijn. Hey Mandalorians, we hebben het gedaan. You fucking twats. Waarom konden jullie dit niet vanzelf? Het was toch zo extreem makkelijk. Het was te makkelijk zelfs. Veteran. Ja, hun kunnen dat niet. Hup. Nou, dit is heel veteran. Nee? Jammer.
He's back. How'd it go?
I did more than find it.
Ugly.
How did you kill it when so many of my clan have failed?
If they had your attitude, it's no surprise they failed. You're so hungry for a fight, you don't think about what you're getting into. Bounty hunting's about fighting smart, as much as fighting hard.
There must be something to what you've said. You killed it, they died. I salute your victory.
Hail to the victor! Oh
Return to the Spirit of England. Fuck. Ik kan dus niet meer quick travel gebruiken. Dat is omdat dit gebied is heroic. Of daar komt het door. Omdat ik in de mission area zat. Ik heb Bounty Hunter is de eerste van hier. Zodat is deze deur. En leuk is, deze kring zit aan de rechterkant. Vaak verwacht je ze aan de linkerkant, maar nee, ze verschijnen er echt nooit. Oh ja, hij mocht het schip nog jatten. Ik weet heel veel key elements van het verhaal van mijn Bounty Hunter al niet eens meer. Ik bedoel, ik weet die Drummond Kaas had die twee gozer op het begin vermoord. Drummond Kaas die gozer op het begin vermoord. Turblad. Ik had eigenlijk vergeten dat je het schip natuurlijk had gestolen. Of tenminste, nee, dat wist ik dan nog wel. Alleen waar wist ik nog net niet helemaal. En dat was dus hier. Terug naar de Spirit of Penguins. Travel. Trouwens merk ik dat ik niet meer in die guild zit. Vaag. Moet ik even een keertje aan meedoen om te spreken van had hij ook de scepter doorgegeven aan iemand anders. En ben ik door die andere persoon eruit gegooid aangezien ik ongeveer een maand niet op de karakter heb gespeeld. Oh, je kan hier niet eens mounten. Maakt niet uit. Trouwens, dit is allemaal over 35 gootjes. Ik ben level 34. Rip.
Well, the guest of honor's finally arrived.
Not much to look at.
The subject size-mass ratio would beg to differ.
Shut up.
Wauw.
The creature's dead, Mandalore. I've brought your proof.
Then it's time I introduce you to the other grand champions of the Great Hunt. Meet your only peers in the galaxy. We've gathered here to induct you into our exclusive group, the only hunters in the galaxy with access to jobs on the legendary blacklist.
What's so special about this blacklist?
It's completely confidential. We're the only ones who can read it. Not even contract posters can see what's on the list. The blacklist's as old as the Great Hunt itself, got its own traditions. I need your help keeping one alive. There's always been a Mandalorian in the group. Duty calls me away, so I want you to take my place. Keep a Mandalorian among the grand champions.
You're telling me Mandalore is throwing in the towel?
War's in the air. Mandalore's got a lead. Killing that beast was your ritual blooding, so you're already Mandalorian in spirit, if not in name. Now, do me the honor of joining my brothers and sisters in the great clan.
All right, Mandalore. I accept.
You've just taken a load off my mind, champion. Champions, it's time we drink. Let's see how much black ale my replacement can put away.
Haha.
I hate to leave such fine company, but it's time I got back to winning the Sith's wars for them. Champions, till we meet again.
I haven't seen the old man that happy in a long time. How's it feel to be a Mandalorian?
Like I'm part of something, not just another hired gun.
Ah, how sweet.
Name's Bloodworthy. These two miscreants are Jula Nightbringer and the Defenestrator. We just wanted you to know we sent a little welcoming present to your ship.
A blacklist bounty. One of the two oldest on record, to be exact.
Something to ease you into life at the top.
I'll be sure to check him out.
We should get going. Our new friend here has plenty of work ahead of him. Don't be a stranger.
Oké, terug naar mijn eigen schip. Dat doe ik graag. Nu nog geen te komen gebruiken.
Galaxy will continue trembling at your approach if it knows what's good for it, Master. Maker knows I do.
Oh, it's good to relax. This is as close as I'm getting to it these days.
Everyone has limits.
Are you kidding? I'm in my prime. I'm talking about trying to unwind here. I mean, really unwind. It's unsettling. I've spent so long keeping one step ahead of somebody, I can't believe I've lost them for good. At least when I'm out with you, I usually know where the blaster fire's coming from. Keeps my mind off trouble. Mostly.
Didn't realize you were having this much trouble adjusting.
Spend 30 years doing what you're doing and you'll know what I'm talking about.
If you're not up to something, let me know before it becomes a problem.
Ah, I'm just in a funk. Come on, I think I've had my fill of all this cheering up. You know, you're pretty quick to sniff out an opportunity for profit.
What's your point?
Just an observation. Makes food for thought. I wonder how much more lucrative our little partnership could be if you applied that intuition to something other than bounty hunting.
I'm not opposed to a little moonlighting.
Can't afford to keep all your chips at the same table, am I right? Let me see if I can come up with something that'll play to your strengths, and I'll trust you to recognize a good opportunity when you see one.
Al die informatie ik nog even te doen van hem.
I've been thinking it over, and I see a lot of room for improvement maximizing your profits. Take catching me, for example. Sure, you got a nice bounty from the Great Hunt, but why stop there? You just need to use a little imagination.
And what did your imagination come up with?
A few words in the right ears and you could make a lot of money on poor Tiresias's remains, if you don't mind double-crossing crime lords. Offer the body, see who bites, rob them blind. Couldn't be simpler.
Drum up some interest. If the payoff is worth the risk, I'm in.
See, that's the best part about this little partnership. The scams are a lot less risky when you know you can vaporize anyone in the room. So, that suggestion I had involving my duplicate? Turns out there are a lot of folks out there who've still got a bone to pick with the late Tiresias Loci. A little friendly competition couldn't hurt our final take. I'm thinking an auction would do the trick.
I'm open to anything that'll boost our profits.
That's just what I wanted to hear. Give me some time off the ship and I can handle the whole thing by proxy. The only finger you'll have to lift will be the one accepting your credit transfer.
Take as long as you need.
I'll be back before you know it. What, no parade? Oh, not even a cake? How about at least mustering a good to see you for the guy holding your share of the credits?
Sorry to disappoint. Take a drink instead?
Well, just this once. Your cut. Pretty good take, considering the expenses. The bidders really couldn't wait to take Tiresias off our hands.
What expenses?
Middlemen, venues, security, incentives, everything necessary to ensure a smooth transaction with half the underworld in one place. 3 pirate crews, 10 free traders, 2 exchange bosses, half a dozen huts, one I don't even remember crossing. Kept licking his lips. I think his name was Druga. It was quite the rogues gallery. A lot of familiar faces. Brought back memories, let me tell you.
Je hebt nog credits uitverdiend ook, alleen niet zoveel. En ik ga nog best wel levels omhoog.
Oh, I picked up a little souvenir from the Royal Museum. I thought we could make sure these get put to better use.
Keep your loot. I work for a living.
Fine, I wanted some decorations anyway. Brighten up the cell, you know?
Jezus.
Have I mentioned how much pulling that little con has improved my mood? I think that auction put to bed any lingering doubts that Tiresias is dead and gone. And aside from knowing my new identity on a stick, I'd almost forgotten how much I love a good scheme.
Fun and profit. What's not to like?
Getting shot at for one, but working with you has made that pretty commonplace. It's hard to work a proper hustle when you're on the run, chum. I've pulled more heists than cons in recent memory. That was the kind of racket my former partner preferred. Simple, bold, effective. Used to argue about that a lot.
How'd you two part ways?
We had different ideas about where we were headed. Water under the bridge. My preference is to be long gone by the time anyone gets wise. That's a lot easier without bounty hunters breathing down my neck. It's about time I got back in the game. Can't afford to let myself get out of practice, after all.
Hè? Ik ben fucking ver gegaan in 1 keer met XP. Daar ben ik best wel blij mee.
You too long enough? You go for a job or a honeymoon?
Nice to see you too.
Well, somebody better cough up the gory details. The suspense is killing me.
Mandalore offered me a place in his clan.
Smart move. You just made us a lot of friends.
Joining the Mandalorians is only the beginning. Come on, we've got work to do.
Here's that blacklist posting they were talking about, locked up tight. Do the honors? This is it. The real deal. I can't believe it.
Welcome to the big leagues, Mako.
That is such an understatement you don't even know. In all the time I spent researching the Great Hunt, I only heard rumors about the blacklist. According to the rumors, the only people who know how to place a bounty on the blacklist are the most major players in the galaxy. This bounty's pretty sparse on details, just an encrypted holo frequency and the location to call it from. Terrace. Ready to see what these jokers have in store for us?
I'm always up for a fight.
Don't I know it. Systems are looking good. Look out, Galaxy. Here comes the grand champion of the Great Hunt.
Oh ja, goed gezegd, Mako. Ik heb hier gewoon experience en geld voor gekregen. Oh, Mako.
You know SIS computers? Way easier to slice than I thought. Which is sort of worrying now that I think about it. Did some poking around in a few classified Republic databases. Found my birth certificate. Well, maybe. Found a dozen birth certificates, all with the gene stamp, a lot like mine.
A dozen is a lot of targets. Doesn't tell us where to start looking.
Well, no, it doesn't, but it's still a great find. My family's records. It's gotta be. Parents, siblings, maybe grandparents, who knows what else. No names or dates though, just an SIS project number. 32. Have to keep looking, see what else I can find.
Die gaat echt wel veel meer vinden. There is a friendly wager. 32 tot 36, nice. Of 32 tot 38 kan ook. Nee, 32 tot 36, tussen zitten in principe op de goede weg.
Hello, Hunter. Fancy seeing you here. Relax, this isn't a prank. This bounty is more of a blacklist tradition than an actual contract. It's been passed from hunter to hunter for over a decade. I was the last hunter to take the contract who's still breathing, so I'm the one passing the torch.
I just need the who and where.
Now that information's going to cost you. See, every hunter to take the contract puts up an ante. The one who actually bags the target claims the stakes. Nobody expected things to carry on this long, so the payout's grown over the years. The ante is listed on the job.
All right. Credits are being transferred.
That's it. I'm not going to bankrupt you, but odds are it's credits you're never going to see again. Your target is Jinkin Kadera, a Mandalorian who's been in exile on Terrace for ages now. Word is he's been dead for a long time, but don't be taken in. Jinkin's still alive, and he's still very dangerous.
If he's human, he sounds old enough to be my grandfather.
Not quite, but he may be a little older than Mandalore, if I remember correctly. This all started between the two of them. Jinkin refused the call of Mandalore, unforgivable on its own, but Jinkin did one better. He rallied an army against him. Jinkin's forces were routed, and he ultimately fled to Terrace, where he's been since.
If Mandalore knew where Jinkin went, why didn't he finish him off?
He tried, but Jenkins proved to be a better survivor than he was a general. It took a year of searching and a great many dead before Mandalore finally washed his hands of the traitor and left him in exile. Ever since then, Grand Champions have attempted to win the glory of taking Jenkins' head.
Has there been any word of Jenkins recently?
No, and I doubt there will be. This blacklist mark has evaded some 24 hunters over the years. Friendly word of advice. If you're going to pick up the trail before the Empire wipes it out, you're going to need more than your own 2 eyes. There's a Mandalorian base camp on the ground. I'd speak with the ranking officer there.
The advice is appreciated.
Dan gaat het nu direct heen. Maar let op. De aflevering is afgelopen. We zitten echt heel dicht tegen het einde aan te pushen momenteel. Terrace. Op zich wel een hele mooie planeet. Nou, je zit hier toevallig aan de achterkant. Oké, maar best. Oh, ik moet natuurlijk eerst met dit schip mee. Oké, met hem moet ik niet spreken. Ik moet gewoon hier langs gaan, maar gewoon...
I've never seen so much destruction. Even on...
Ja, Barbara was ik pas wel erg. Ben ik trouwens geweest in deze? Eigenlijk niet. Oh, trouwens, zoals ik tot zei, aflevering is afgelopen. Bedankt voor het kijken. Al laat je sowieso in de beschrijving. Ik hoop dat je het leuk vonden. En dan gewoon tot de volgende keer.